The wrong. I was like, wait, what's going on here? It's the wrong thing. Okay, now you guys can hear me, yeah? Good. Okay. Sorry. Put on the receiver, not the speaker. That's not helpful. I was like, why does this look weird to me? Okay, here we go. Not the microphone, you know. All right, so good morning. Morning, good morning. So there's a holiday that's widely celebrated in India and by those of the Indian faith, which was a week ago, but we were in the middle of koshas and I didn't want to break things up. So I kept going with the koshas and now I'm bringing back Guru Purnimah, which is one of my favorite holidays. So it's the full moon of July every year is the day when you honor the guru, the teachers, your mentors, those who have, been a teacher for you in your life. And, that can be seen as the physical beings, the teachers that have come into your life and that have shared their wisdom with you and helped to guide you in whatever it is you're needed guiding with in your life. But there's also this idea of the guru principle, which says that really, when you know how to listen, that everything becomes the teacher, anyone and everything. So I have this little thing I'm going to read for you guys that someone sent me that I think just speaks to this really well. Anything that annoys you is for teaching you patience. Anyone who abandons you is for teaching you how to stand on your own 2 feet. Anything that angers you is for teaching you forgiveness and compassion. Anything that hurts you is for teaching your heart to soften. Anything that has power over you is for teaching you how to take your power back. Anything you hate is for teaching you unconditional love. Anything you fear is for teaching you courage. Anything you can't control is for teaching you how to let go and trust the universe. So that's the idea. That's the idea of what the guru principle is. That, we have people that come into our lives that sometimes are wonderful people and have a lot to teach us and share their wisdom so generously and their love and their support and their mentorship and all those wonderful things. And we honor them as teachers. And then we have people who come into our lives that are not those things, that are other things. And when we're able to see those also as teachers in our lives, because of course it's, we can see, and when we're seeing through the lens of the guru principle, we see that everything that comes to us is for our own, is just grist for the mill. It's grist for the mill of awakening. It's the ways that we grow and transform ourselves. So maybe the good teachers, the mentors, the ones who have helped really to guide us in the direction we want to go, they're the sort of external sources. And when we have these external sources that come to us that again are pushing us into perhaps places that we would choose not to be in if we had a choice, that's our own, that's for our own teaching of ourselves, right? Our own making meaning, our own way of choosing to see it, not to not be a victim in that circumstance, and to see it as a moment of empowerment, that we can step into our power in those moments. So the word guru itself means gur means darkness and ru means the remover of darkness. So the guru is the remover of darkness. And so anything that comes to us that helps us to awaken, that helps us move towards the light, you can think of any number of things in your lives that have done that for you. And sometimes it's in the form, the guru itself is more, it's like the process and the wisdom and the truth that is flowing from the universe to us all the time. it's just whatever form it's taking, and maybe it's taking the form of someone who's a wonderful teacher. Maybe it's taking the form of an injury. Maybe it's taking the form of a child or a pet, or maybe it's taking the form of something beautiful that we're witnessing out in the world. It can take the form of all of these things, and when we're open to it, it's like the lights go on. It removes the darkness. So the idea is that we take whatever is showing up and we see it as a teacher. My middle son always says, everyone comes to you in your life either as a blessing or a lesson. That's it too, right? And if you see it that way, then whoever shows up, it's okay. You can be with that. You can be with whoever that is, a blessing or a lesson. Yeah, exactly. All right. Now, it doesn't mean you have to choose to stay with them. When the lesson's learned, you can move on. There's boundaries, right? That's a lesson too, but okay. All right. So with that, let's close our eyes. And just open yourself up to this inward flowing wisdom and intelligence and intuition, the truths of the universe that flow to us in all sorts of ways that feel good and that we appreciate and we can savor. And when we do this practice, it is a moment to honor those in our lives that have done that for us, and those who also have been our teachers that maybe we've needed to, not been the most pleasant of circumstances, but that we can see as the teacher. So our chant, we have the first line of our chant, Om Namah Shivaya Gurave. Gurave is that word guru. What that says is I'm honoring all the teachers that come. I honor the one who teaches me what I need to know. I honor the experiences that teach me in every moment. As you bring your hands together at your heart and we chant, perhaps send your blessings to those in your life that you wish to honor and show gratitude towards for being a teacher in whatever way they showed up for you. 3 ohms and then 3 times through Om Namah Shivaya. Shivaya. Your head, honoring your teachers, honoring yourself as your own teacher. Release your hands, let your eyes open. All right, let's come to tabletop, hands and knees. Some cat and cow breaths. Breath is a great teacher. Always has a lot to reveal about our bodies, about where we're finding ourselves in our bodies, how we're finding ourselves in our bodies. So just listen, attune to the breath. See what it has to teach you today. All right, and then come on out to neutral spine and take your right leg back behind you, toes off the floor. We're just going to circle that leg around a few times. So take it forward towards the right elbow and then stretch the leg back. Take it way out to the side. Lift as high as you can and just make a big circle with your knee in the air. Bring the knee forward, stretch your leg back. That's it. Maybe even take it into a little back bend as you lift the leg behind, maybe lift a little higher. And then change the direction of the circle, go the other way. Just feeling the whole thigh bone rotating in the hip. And then the next time the foot comes forward, just step it up outside the hands to start. So a wider lunge, and then circle your hips here for a moment. Circle one way, and then circle around the other way. Let your body be your teacher this morning, your breath be your teacher. Just be open to what it has to share with you. It has to say to you. Good, heel toe that foot a little bit closer to the center, bend into the front knee, inhale, arms to the sky. Good. Pull your right heel towards your right sit bone, resist your left thigh back, maybe sit a little bit deeper, see how deep you want to go into the hips this early in the practice. Just honor the body. Good, exhale, take your hands down, slide your hips back, stretch your front leg out straight. Of course, put hands on blocks if you need to. So keep your left hip over your left knee. Instead of sitting back, you'll just get a little deeper stretch. Yeah, slide your right heel in front of you. Come up onto your toes. That's it. Pull the pinky edge of your foot back gently. Pull the hip back gently. So right hip is aligned with the left hip. Take a big breath in, elongate, make your leg longer, your spine longer. And then as you exhale, fold. Bow to your leg. Let your neck, your jaw, your face soften. Inhale, come on up, and then swing this leg all the way back behind you with a bent knee. Draw your head and your toes together behind you. You can stay here, or you can reach back with your left hand and catch your foot, and kick your foot to your hand. That's too much, just do the leg. Good, lift the knee a little higher. Right knee, left shoulder, lift everything a little higher. Lift your head a little bit. Good, exhale, drop that knee down. Sit back into child's pose for a moment. Stretch your arms out in front of you. Attune to your breath. Fill up with the voice of your own inner teacher. Is it that you, because that's really what this is about, you know, it's like stuff happens, people come into our lives, situations arise, and it's really about how do we want to be in relationship with that. So we attune to that inner voice, our inner teacher. Come on up to tabletop. Second side, circle the left leg, big sweeping circles. Good, then sweep around the other way. And then step it up outside the hands. So wide lunge for a moment. Good. Circle here. Circle one way and then the other. For these first circles, you can let the hips be a little bit heavy. Let the weight of your pelvis on the thigh bones help to create a spaciousness there. And then heel toe a little more to center. Squeeze the legs towards each other, arms up. Now, instead of collapsing to gravity, do a little lift, draw energy upwards and inwards. So there's a lift and you're not feeling a weightiness in through your knees. But then if you want to sit deeper, pull your left heel towards your left sit bone. Curl your head and your shoulders back. Exhale, hands down and shift your hips. Right hip over right knee, left heel out in front. Up onto the heel, lift the toes, level off your hips. That left hip is going to want to hike up. So drop back and down slightly. Get long in your spine, long in your leg, fold over your leg. Turn inside. Is there some circumstance or some person showing up in your life as a teacher right now? What is it you can learn from that? As soon as we shift the awareness from sort of victim consciousness to empowerment, we see how everything that comes can be a lesson, a blessing, or a lesson. All right, sweep the leg all the way back behind you. Bend your knee, lift your leg up. Toes and head towards each other behind your back. Stay here, or right hand to left foot. If you got your foot, spread your toes, kick your foot up and back. That's efficiently, you got it. Heart forward, knee back. One more breath. Good. Exhale and release. Downward facing dog, lift up and back. Paddle out your knees, both together, one at a time, however it feels nice for you to do this morning. All right, we're going to come to our bellies. So come to plank, lower down. Arms by your sides, palms facing down. Hug your legs towards each other. Imagine you are drawing, as you draw skin to muscle to bone, you're drawing into an inner wisdom that's always alive inside of you. And maybe someone comes along to wake it up, but it's always there. Lift your head, your shoulders. Tone your arms, lift your shoulders higher than your hands, but lift everything up. That's it. Broaden your collarbones. Take your breastbone forward, but reach your arms back. Good. Exhale and release. One more of those. We're going to do the same thing, or you can lace your fingers together behind your back. Or you can always hold a strap if it's hard to reach the hands together. All right. Stretch the arms back behind. Lift your head, neck, chest. Good. Tone your legs, make them longer. Make your spine longer. Lift your arms and shoulders and head a little bit higher. Take one more breath. Good. Exhale and release. Make a pillow with your hands now. And then slide your right leg out to the right like a tree leg, but make it a right angle. So instead of bringing your foot to your thigh, bring the heel in line with the knee. Yeah, and if your knee feels sensitive, you can always put a blanket underneath. Good. Stretch your left leg a little longer. Roll your inner left thigh towards the sky. Then press the inner edge of your right foot, your right knee into the floor. Draw your right sit bone down towards the floor and try to close that space between the inner thigh and the floor. It's not going to close. There's going to be some space there, but root the sit bone down. Okay, then hands underneath your shoulders. Hug your elbows in. That's it. Then lift your head and shoulders any amount. So you can come up a little bit. You can come up a lot. Try to keep your right hip really heavy. I call this cobra in a tree. Okay, release that. Second side. Slide the right leg out. Take your left knee out to the side. You can rest your head on your hands for a moment. That's it. Spin your inner left thigh up, right thigh up towards the sky. Draw your left sit bone towards the floor. Try to close that space. Pressure the inside edge of your left foot down, your inner knee down. Stretch your right leg really long. Slide your hands under your shoulders. Good. Keep your sit bones moving towards the floor. Lift your head, neck, shoulders, and you out. Tone your belly gently. Good. Exhale, release down. Slide both legs straight. Regular cobra. Elbows in, shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Step your feet closer together here. And then stretch your right leg up and just circle the right leg here a few times. If you need to drop the left knee and do it in tabletop again, you can do it in tabletop again. It's going to be as big or as small a circle as you like. And then we're going to swing your right leg in front of your left leg, cross your right ankle in front of your left knee. So a figure 4. So ankle over knee. That's it. Above the knee. Push your hands down. Now, push the top of your left shin bone forward. You don't want to crank into the back of your left knee. You don't want to feel any pressure there. But push your right knee back behind you. Then inhale and come to plank. Don't let the knee drop down. Lift the knee, lift the knee, lift the knee, lift the knee. That's it. Exhale back to dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Keep the knee lifting up. Exhale back. One more time. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Good. Uncross. If you need a break for a moment, drop into tabletop, child's pose. Take a moment. And then we'll circle the left leg. Yeah, if you need to stretch out the wrists, take a minute to do that. Then sweep left ankle over right knee. Again, top of the right shin bone moves forward. The right leg can be a little bit bent. You don't want to put pressure into the knee there, but I want you to push that left knee back behind you. Push your hips back behind you. Good. Then keep the knee lifting up. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, back to dog. 2 more times with your breath. Inhale, come forward. Lift the knee, lift the knee, lift the knee, lift the knee. Exhale back. Last one. Inhale forward. Good. Exhale back. And uncross. Good. Walk yourself forward. Uttanasana. Let's do a little wrist release here. So bend your knees. Lift up your right foot. Tuck your right fingers underneath your right toes. And if you can, get your toes all the way up into the crease of your wrist. So not just your fingers, but get your whole hand under there. You might have to bend your knees a lot. And then lift up your left toes and do the left leg. Do both. See if you can get your hands fully underneath. You might have to really bend your knees. That's okay. This is about the wrists, not about the hamstrings. And then lean forward into your toes. Push your toes into your hands. And pretend like you're trying to pull your hands out from underneath your feet so you get a little stretch in the back of the wrist. Let your head soften, your jaw. Give the side view for at home if you need that. Okay, good. Then release your hands out. Lengthen your spine. Come on all the way up. Reach up and stretch up. Exhale. Release your arms. Okay, we're going to go into a standing hip stretch if you need. So we're going to come to this one. If you need balance, go by a wall, go by a post, go by furniture, something at home. If you're at home, bend your knees, poke your hips back. Good. Rest your hands on your thighs for a moment and just get that depth of the crease in your thighs. We worked a lot on that internal rotation of the legs last week. Exaggerate that here a little bit. So widen your sit bones, roll your inner thighs down. All right, take your weight over to your left foot, cross your right ankle on top. Flex your right foot. Good, and maybe you're just staying right up here. Maybe you're going down to your elbows. Maybe your elbows are going in front, maybe hands to the floor. Any one of those options works. I give a lot of options in this practice. We call it all levels, so you get off the bus at your step. That's it. Push your inner thighs back a little more. Widen them out a little more. Open up to the wisdom flowing from the universe to you. One more breath. All right, come on up. Pause. Center in your breath on your feet. And then second side. Rest your hands on your thighs, poke your hips back. Get that depth of the crease. So you're really sticking your back behind you. All right. Which leg is going over? Left leg on top. Left ankle on top. That's it. Flex your left foot so the foot is active and the muscles beneath the knee are active, just keeping the knee a little stable as we stretch through the hip. Press your right knee towards the floor. Nope, left knee, sorry. And then, yeah, wherever the elbows want to land, land them. One more breath. Inhale, come on up. Good. Uncross, step to the front of your mat. Find Tadasana. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Make your way back to downward facing dog, however you want to get there. Step, hop, jump. And if you want to flow through Vinyasa, you can do that. Plank, Chaturanga. Back to dog. Okay. Inhale and step your right foot forward into warrior two. Stretch your left leg straight, bend deep into your right knee. If you can, get the right knee over the ankle, get the right knee over the ankle, pressing wide towards the pinky edge of your foot. Good, then lengthen your spine out of your pelvis. From your pelvis, root down through your legs to your feet, and then from your pelvis, lengthen up through your spine. Good, and then keep the length of your spine. We're gonna go to warrior dog. So the legs stay where they are, and your hands go inside your right foot on a diagonal up towards the upper left corner of your mat. So the knee points towards straight ahead or maybe towards the right corner a little bit, hands towards the left corner. So it's like warrior in the lower body, dog in the upper body. This position, again, we can get that widening action of the sit bone. So push your hips back behind you. Don't dump your weight into your hands, but push your hips back. Widen your pelvis laterally, side to side. One more breath. Okay, walk to center, parallel your feet. Make your legs straight and strong and lengthen your spine. Come halfway up. If you need to bend your knees a little, if you're feeling pulling at the sit bones, you can bend your knees. Then sweep your hands behind your back, lace your fingers together. You can always hold a strap if it's hard to reach. Stretch your arms straight back and then fold over. Head towards the floor, arms overhead. Let your head, neck, jaw soften. Let your shoulders, you can do a little shoulder blade flossing here. Slide your shoulders up and then slide them towards your ears. Do a couple of those. Slide your shoulder blades up your back and then let them slide down. Let your head release more and do one more like that. Slide up and then reach overhead as much as you can. Arms towards the floor and release your hands. Walk back to the front of your mat. Downward facing dog. You can stay in your dog or you can make your way through a vinyasa if you wish. Left foot into warrior two. Make your right leg straight. Bend your left knee into a square. Get a right angle on that left knee if you can. Shoulders over hips. Good. Then root down into your feet. Just ground yourself right where you are, but get longer in your spine and then keep that length. Hinge forward, hands to the upper right corner of your mat. Keep pressing the left knee wide to the left. Again, keep the weight in your feet and keep your hips pulling back. If I could get to every one of you, I'd pull your hips back. That's it. And widen out. Make space for the wisdom of the universe to flow into you. It's always flowing to you. It comes in different forms. It comes in all sorts of shapes and sizes, all sorts of energies that enter our universe. But we can see them all as a teacher, as a
Grist for the mill of our awakening. Walk to center, parallel your feet. Fold. Sweep your hands behind your back. Switch the interlace of your fingers. So other pinky finger on top, other thumb on the bottom. Do a couple of those shoulder blade flosses. Lift your shoulders up and then let them slide down your back, shoulders towards your ears. Good, move up the back and then overhead. Yeah, that's it. One more like that. And then let the arms hold the arms overhead. Release your head towards the floor. Maybe it touches, maybe it doesn't matter. Exhale, release your hands. Walk back to the front of your mat. Downward facing dog. Hold or flow. Okay, we're going to step back up into warrior two, right foot forward. Okay, this time in warrior two, take your right hand, your left hand behind your back and either take the back of your hand, I'll give you the back view, the back of your hand to the back of your pelvis, this is one way, or try to hook the top of your thigh if you've got long gorilla arms like me and you can reach. Use that to help encourage your right inner thigh to externally rotate. Okay, now keep your hand there, straighten out your right leg. That's it, reach over the right leg. Keep pulling the hip back. Take your hand down to ankle or shin. Triangle, hand behind the back. That's it. Good. Now stretch your torso long so you're not leaning forward. Move your top shoulder back any amount more. Any amount more. Lean your head back. Good. Rebend your standing leg. Look forward. You can keep your hand behind your back. We're going to step up into Ardha Chandrasana. So step into your right foot. You can put a hand underneath, a block underneath your right hand if you need it. Hand behind your back, Ardha Chandrasana, float up your left leg. Get both legs straight. Good. Move your top shoulder back. Move your top hip back. Good. Then just unfurl that top arm. Thank goodness. Stretch it up. Open up that shoulder. Full stretch right where you are. Good. Big step back. Downward facing dog. Hold in your dog or vinyasa if you wish. Left foot to warrior two. So one of the things that makes the arm behind the back a little easier is a lengthening of the torso. So root from your pelvis to your feet. It's not like we're lifting out of the legs, but we're just creating a little more space here. Then sweep your right arm behind your back, either back of your hand to the back of your pelvis or try to hook the thigh. Sit deep into your left knee. Good. Then left leg straight. Keep the hand behind the back. Use the hand to encourage that left hip to pull back as you reach forward with your left arm, triangle pose. That's it. Lengthen out of your pelvis. Yes. Move your top shoulder back. Turn your gaze up if you've got your balance. And your neck feels cooperative, or else look forward or look down as the neck needs. And then to Ardha Chandrasana. Step into your left foot. Right hand stays behind your back for the moment. Left arm out in front. Float up your right leg. That's it. Get long. Long in your spine, long in your legs. Good. Then unfurl that top arm. Get long in the top arm. Stretch full into your pose. One breath. Nice, you guys. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Hold or vinyasa. Step or hop forward, Uttanasana. Soften your knees, come to standing rest. Knees bent, hold opposite elbows or wrap your arms around your legs. Let your head, your neck, your jaw soften. Let the spinal muscles, the muscles along the spine, lengthen, soften, supported by your legs. Slide your hands to your hips. Lengthen your spine. Come on all the way up. Good. All right, we're gonna work on Gomukhasana arms for a moment. So this is a arm position. If your shoulders are tight, you have a shoulder thing going on, you're probably gonna want to strap for this one. We're gonna do the bottom arm first. I'm gonna show you the back view. So left arm out to the left. And first thing to do is, again, make a lot of space from hip to armpit. So lengthen upward. So instead of the shoulder being down and back, we want it up and forward a little bit for this. Okay, then turn the hand palm back. Keep the shoulder lifting up. Good. Sweep your hand now behind your back, up between your shoulder blades. If you want to nudge it with your right hand, you can do that. You can nudge it up a little bit. Then right arm up. Again, lengthen out of the side. If you're using a strap, you're holding the strap in your right hand, and then bend your right elbow, reach for your fingertips behind or the strap. Drop your strap into your bottom hand. Good. Move your elbows back, shoulders back. Move your belly back. So instead of your belly sort of popping forward, the action's happening in your shoulders and not in your lumbar spine. Okay, relax. She'll roll out for a moment. Okay, second side, right arm to the right. You'll hold the strap in the left if you're using the strap. Big breath in, lengthen up through the side body, turn your palm behind you. Keeping a lift and a length, sweep the arm back up behind you. Again, you can do a little nudge if that's helpful. Then left arm out to the left. Reach up, make a whole lot of space in the left side, and then reach for fingers. I can just get a couple fingers. If you want to use a strap instead. Yeah, it's just shoulder mobility. You can use a strap if you need to. Good, elbows back, shoulders back, ribs back. That's it, head back. All right, exhale and unravel. Yep, do a little rotation, roll in and roll out. We're gonna do some shoulder things, so be kind to yourself. Don't move the shoulders where they don't wanna go. Okay, come to the front of your mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Send your right leg back behind you and move your hands inside your front knee. Good. Keep your left knee right over your ankle. Squeeze your legs in towards each other. Now, take your left hand behind your left calf. You could drop your right knee to the floor if this feels like too much with the back knee up. You can always put the knee down. All right, and then you try to work the shoulder underneath the knee. Then stretch your left arm out to the left. Squeeze your leg to your arm, but push your shoulder up. And then if you've got your balance, do airplane arms, right arm out to the right. And then if you want, you can do a bind behind the back, but you don't have to. You can just be here in the airplane arms. Left arm, maybe just the left arm. As I always say, get off the bus at your stop. One more breath. Okay, unravel yourself. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Back knee can be up or down. Good. Get a lift out of the pelvis. Lift your ribs up, lift your shoulders up, and maybe curl back. Exhale, hands down. Step forward, switch your feet. Okay. Squeeze your legs towards each other. Hands to the inside, sorry. Hand behind your right calf, arm behind your right calf. Snuggle your right shoulder under. Stretch your right arm out to the right. Squeeze your leg to your arm. Maybe left arm to the left. Maybe hands behind the back. Any one of those options. Keep squeezing the leg to the arm and the arm out into the leg. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, release whatever you've got. Frame your front foot. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Back leg super strong. Take a little more of a hip flexor stretch. Good. Exhale. Release your hands down. Step back to dog. You need a rest, take a rest, or come through vinyasa here. Okay. Drop down into tabletop. I think all of you know this, but I'm just I'll show you just in case. We're going to come to bound Parsvakonasana, maybe bound Trikonasana. So it's this. We're going to be in warrior legs. We'll work a shoulder underneath. The arm turns behind. Same thing we just did in the standing arm position, and then you reach. And then you lean back. If you can't reach, same thing as we just did. You hold the strap in the top arm. You drop it to the bottom arm. Try to avoid going between your legs like here, right? You're not going to get much of a stretch that way. It's not that it's wrong. It's just you want to get the stretch for the hip. And so you can just be here. And then maybe we'll work on straightening the front leg. Okay, right foot forward, warrior two legs. Good, bend your right knee. Hold the strap in your left hand. If you're using a strap, the strap is in the left hand. Okay, right hand inside the right leg. The hand behind the calf, pushing the calf forward helps to get the shoulder really snuggled under there. So push it forward, snuggle your right shoulder under, reach your right arm behind you, turn your palm up, bring the back of your hand to your outer hip, and then reach for the strap or reach for your left hand. Once you've got it, squeeze the leg and the arm together. That's it, Risha, that's it. And then maybe lean your torso back a little bit more. And alternatively, if none of that's working, go back to the warrior dog. All right, now choke up on the leg a little bit. Don't go between the legs, but choke up a little bit. And then work to try to straighten your right leg any amount. That's it. Firm your right thigh, any amount. Okay, release your hands. Downward facing dog, good. Hold or move if you want to move. Okay, warrior two, left foot forward. Warrior two legs, I should say. So the longer you go, the wider you go, more space you're going to have. That's another thing to think about. Push the left shin forward, work your left shoulder underneath. Stretch your left arm back behind you. Turn your hand around. Reach up for the hand or the wrist, whatever you can reach, or the strap. That's it, Carol, you got it. Good, then lean back. Squeeze the leg and the arm together. You got it. Ah, I'm coming. You got it. All right, then leaning back, squeeze the leg to the arm to the leg. Maybe straighten out the left leg. Or straighter, somewhere in between the two. One more breath. Get long through your legs, long through your spine. Okay, and release. Okay, downward facing dog. Okay, let's sit back into child's pose for a moment. Let your head rest on your hands. Let your breath deepen. I tell this story all the time. Some of you, I'm sure, have heard it. I went to my teacher one day and I said, I really want to be like, progressing in my practice. What should I do? And he goes, here's what you do. You make a pose of the 5 poses. You make a list of the 5 poses that you hate, and then you do them every day. And I was like, oh, that's not what I want to do. That wasn't the answer I wanted there. But we learned from that. We sure do. All right, come up to tabletop. All that to say, we don't have to force ourselves to do things we hate, of course, but when we're constantly avoiding things that don't feel good, we can embrace them as, again, grist for the mill. All right, take a block, put it in front of you. With the right foot's going to go up onto a block. We're going to do a lunge with the foot on a block. So right foot forward. The knee can come forward to the toes here. If you don't have knee stuff going on and your knee bends that way, that's totally fine. You want to keep the heel down and the knee forward. We're going for a deep hip flexor stretch here. So you can sort of judge how far back you want that back knee. You don't want to feel pulling at the attachments. So you don't want to feel pulling way up into that hip. All right, tone your belly. Drop your tailbone. Move your shoulders back over your hips. Yes, pull your right heel towards your right sit bone more. Whatever that looks like for you. Inhale, arms up. That's it. Maybe arc back a little more. Reach back, lean back. Yeah, if your shoulders are shot, it's fine. You can do hands on hips or arms by your sides. It's totally fine. Okay, exhale. Take your hands down. Step off your block. You may want to keep it there. We're going to go into pigeon. So you're going to heel toe your right foot over towards the left, and you may want to use the block to land your right hip onto. That's what I'm going to do because that feels better for me. You come onto the pinky edge of your right foot. That's it. Left leg straight back behind. And then walk your hands out in front of you. I'm going to encourage you to keep the front knee open. Instead of pulling the heel in, keep the foot out in front, which might mean, again, that you have to put your hip up onto a block to keep for the knee to feel comfortable. But in that position, you're going to get a deeper hip stretch, and that's what we're going for here is that hip stretch. All right, let your heart soften down a little bit. All right, inhale, come on up. Slide yourself back to tabletop. Move your block over to the left side. Step your left foot onto the block. Come on up. Again, adjust your distance. Squeeze your legs towards each other. Pull your left heel towards your left sit bone. Maybe sit deeper into the left knee. Again, you don't want to feel it in the knee at all. Inhale, arms up, or you could do cactus or even arms by your sides. Yeah, so don't just passively let gravity take you here. Do a sort of squeezing together to get that deeper stretch into the hip. Good, exhale, hands down. Step off the block. Slide it back if you're using it for the hip. Heel toe your left foot over, so now you're on the pinky side of your foot. And then let the hip drop onto the block or to the floor, or whatever's available. Of course, if you can go to the floor, that's totally fine. You don't have to use the block. My hips are happier on the block. That's it. Yeah. So we're trying to keep that left foot forward so we get the stretch into the hip. If you're feeling this on your knee, you can always do this on your back, ankle over knee, not weight bearing if your knee feels like the pressure in the knee feels like it's too much. All right, inhale, come on up. Step back to dog. Vinyasa if you wish. Okay, then feet together. Bend your knees out to the sides. Walk your hands back to your feet for a squat, malasana. So if this is not possible, you can always go into a high squat here with the feet separated. If it's feasible for knees, ankles, you can sit low into your squat, reaching your arms out in front, widening out through the knees. You can stay here if you want to take it into crow. Tuck your elbows underneath your knees, rock forward. Grip your fingers, lift your feet. Keep your head lifted, looking forward. That's it. Yeah, nice, Suzanne. Yeah. Is that Michelle? Good. All right, land into your feet. Straighten your legs, Uttanasana. All right, come on all the way up. Reach up. And exhale, release your arms. Okay, let's go over to the wall. Try to, maybe we could be under the windows. It's okay, actually. I don't know if we could probably be under the windows. That's okay. All right, find a spot at the wall. A wall space you can use. Short edge of the mat to the wall. Bring a strap with you. Strap. Oh, sorry, no one heard me. Strap with you. Want to spread out? We can get one more up here if we need to. Yeah, move stuff away from the walls if you've got stuff at the wall. Move stuff away from the wall. Okay, we're going to work on Svarga Dvijasana, which is bird of paradise pose. So we're going to use the wall. So it looks like this using the wall. We're going to step a foot up onto the wall. Can we see on the video? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so foot is going to go onto the wall. And then, so it's just like we did in our warrior. Yeah, we can squeeze in. There's plenty of space. We can fit a lot more people at the wall than this. Okay, so foot on the wall. Shoulder is going to dive underneath. So same thing we did like in our warrior dog when we were in, right? We did this in our, when we did the mind. So same thing, the foot up on the wall. Your right arm is, your arm is going to wrap around. You're going to grab the wrist. If you can't grab the wrist, of course, you've got a strap. Hold a strap. Then you can heel toe in a little bit. I'm too far out. And then maybe work to balance a little bit. You can also work creeping up the wall. So those are the things. Right foot on the wall. Have a strap, let's see, strap in your right hand probably. Yeah. Your left toes are pointing, so your right toes are pointing towards the ceiling and your left toes are pointing straight ahead, not at the wall, straight ahead of you, not at the wall. So towards the long edge of your mat. Right toes are pointing up, left toes are pointing, standing leg toes are pointing at the long edge. Okay, right shoulder underneath your right leg. Wrap, yeah, so maybe strap in the left hand. I think I said the wrong hand. Strap in your left hand if you're using the strap. It's easier to reach in this position with the leg up higher. Wrap around your right leg, bring your torso more upright. Good, heel toe your standing foot in a little closer. So you get your weight over your foot. Good, and then maybe try to balance, squeeze the leg and the arm together. Just hover the toes off the wall. Or maybe try sliding the foot up the wall, straightening out the leg. Any one of those variations? Okay. Just don't take over the row of dominoes with you, that's all. That's okay. There's your pose, there's your pose. Yeah. Okay, second side. Yeah, you got it, Robert, that's it. Yeah, but you're upright, you wanna be upright, so standing up. That's it, and more like around your hip if you can. There you go, so you've got your leg, that's it. Okay, second side, left foot on the wall. So you can start out wide. It's hard to heel toe the foot in. You could stand closer. All right, and then lean towards the wall and forward a little bit. Get your left arm underneath your left leg. Wrap your arm around your back. And then you can swing the strap into your left hand or reach for a hand. You got it, Carol. It's right there. I'm coming. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. Okay, then once you've got it, squeeze the leg and the arm together. Stand up tall, maybe heel toe your standing foot in a little bit. And then maybe come on the tiptoes, try to balance for a moment, maybe slide the leg up the wall. Just move slow, just move slow. Okay, let that go. Okay, do a little march out. Okay, we're gonna stay facing the long edge of the mat. If you want it, we're gonna do it one more time. If you wanna use the wall again, use the wall again. If you wanna work on balancing, you'll do it away from the wall, okay? But if we stay facing the long edge of the mat and stagger, then no one's gonna be bumping into each other. So here's how we do it when we're standing. You come to a little squat, you tuck the right arm under, you bind around, then you shift the weight, you come up, maybe that's enough, maybe you work to straighten the leg. If the bind is just like enough with the shoulders and the binding already, just do this one. Do it with a strap, totally fine. Same pose, just a little deeper, right? That's totally fine. Face the long edge of your mat. Stagger with your neighbor. If you're using the wall, go to the wall. So turn around. No, face forward. Face forward, so we're all going the same way and no one's bumping into each other. Just face forward and face the long edge. Okay, bend your knees. If you're doing something else, just go for it, right? If you're staying with me, stay with me. Okay, tuck your right shoulder underneath your right leg. Wrap around, bind around the right leg. Catch your strap or your hand behind you. Good, now step in with your right foot, bring your weight to your left foot. Squeeze your leg and your arm together, squeeze in, squeeze in, squeeze in, lift up. Or don't. That's it. You gotta go around your legs, Suzanne, not between your legs. You gotta go around your right leg. You're like between your legs. You gotta go around your leg. Good, maybe straighten out the leg. So lean forward again. Yep. And you want to be go underneath. You want to be going around your leg, not between your legs. So this is just like that. So you're kind of squeezing your, that's fine. That's fine. So that you can really hold your leg. Do you feel that now? So now you're like holding your leg. There you go. Like that. Yes. Yes. Like that. Okay. Questions? Other than just why? I'm just kidding. I do like this pose, but I also have gorilla arms and legs, so it makes it easier. When you got really long limbs and a short torso, these poses are easier. Yeah, if you have a long torso and short arms, this is a lot harder pose for you. That's just physics, you know? Okay, but then we've got a strap, so you could use a strap. All right, left arm underneath, so you come to your squat, left arm under, wrap it around, catch your right hand behind your back. Step in, step onto your left foot. Nope, right foot, sorry, right foot, right foot. Squeeze your legs. Squeeze in, maybe come up. Yeah, get around the leg. Yeah, just hold your foot. Yeah, hold your foot. Maybe the leg goes out, maybe it doesn't. Yeah, that's it, Suzanne, like around your hip. There you go, there you go. That's it, that's it. Good. Okay. All right. And let it go, march it out. Okay. All right. Take a minute at the wall to go upside down. If you need to, you want to do legs up the wall, do legs up the wall. You want to do a headstand, handstand, whatever's reasonable for you to do, whatever you're working on. If you need a hand, call me over. If you need a tutorial, call me over. Do something upside down-ish. I'm right behind you, Glenn. Sorry, I'm just turning the lights down a little bit. Good. That's it. If you're in the headstand, push your arms down, push, push, push. You really want most of the weight in your arms and stretch your legs towards the sky. That's it, Rebecca. There you go. Susan, squeeze your elbows in closer. That's it. Push down to your hands. Yep, sorry. Your hands are too close to your head, like back a little farther. You want like a triangle, not hands close to your head, like hands are back a little more. Unless your shoulders. I know it's a shoulder thing, but. Rest in child's pose when you've had your fun with that. Yeah, if you're in legs up the wall, you can stay for another couple of breaths. Oh, sorry, I need to turn that off. Okay, slowly find your way back up, and we're gonna come back to our spots. You may want to have a block and a strap with you. We're gonna come to seated Gomukhasana. We'll come in, we'll do it in stages. All right, I'm going to show a lot of options. Hopefully we're warmed up for this pose, but we'll see. I'm going to show lots of ways to do this. So just watch me for a second. So we're going to come in like this, knee behind knee, feet wide. And then for the classical pose, you sit between your feet and it's knee over knee. So your butt is on the floor. Now, for many of us, that's not like a reasonable thing for the knees to do, or the ankles or the hips. So you just put a block. You can sit onto a block. So that's legs. If none of that works for you, you can do it on your back. You lay down, cross your legs, hold your feet. That's a totally viable option. You're getting the same stretch. You're just not weight bearing into the knees. And then we'll see if we add the arms. Have a strap nearby, have a block nearby. Come to tabletop. Okay, cross your right knee behind your left knee. Widen your feet out to the sides. That's it. Now shift back, and it's going to be pretty clear whether your butt's going to come to the floor or not. So if it comes to the floor, fine. And if it doesn't, just slide a block or two blocks or a blanket underneath. We're aiming for knee over knee. Pinky edges of the feet on the floor. Okay, now if the legs is enough and it's like a big scream and stretch and you're just here, just breathe, right? If you want to add the arms, the left arm goes out to the left, sweeps up behind the back. We've done that already. And then right arm goes up and over to meet it. That's it. Keep your left hip grounded. It's going to want to lift up. Push your feet into the floor or out into your hands if you're on your back. Stay here or hinge from your hips, any amount. You should feel this in the hips, not in the knees. If you're feeling it in the knee, work your feet a little more, push your feet down. Yeah, well done, you guys. Good. One more breath. Okay, come on up, unravel your arms if you added arms as you're coming out. So you can just uncross your legs where you are, or you can shift forward to come out, whatever's a more reasonable way to come out. Just move slowly, carefully. Second side, left knee goes behind the right knee. Widen your feet. Sit your hips back. Robert, that face is not, I don't know. That face is not saying gentle and kind. Yeah, exactly. Are you breathing? Okay, okay. Okay, so let your right hip be settled. And then if you're doing the arms, the right arm's going to be the bottom one. You sweep it up behind the back. Left arm up and over. This is a big one, right? And if you're on your back, pull like this a little bit so that you're getting, yeah, is that too much? Just tight. Lift this foot up a little bit. And just like squeeze your, yeah, is that like totally unreasonable or is that okay? Yeah, that's good. Then you get a little more of that deeper stretch, unless you don't want it and then ignore me. All right, yeah, come forward if you're coming forward. Okay, well done, you guys. All right. Come on back up, slowly unravel yourself. I know. Why do we do these things? Shoulders, hips. This one's like you get, it's like the double whammy, shoulders and hips together. I don't teach this pose very often. Now you know why, but you know, it's nice to do sometimes. All right, come on to your back. Knees bend, prepare for bridge pose. Press your shoulders down, have your heels right underneath your knees. Press shoulders, head, backs of the arms down. Yeah, then lift your hips up. Yep. Just gentle bridge, nothing crazy. If you want to lace your fingers behind your back, lace your fingers. Just trying to bring a little balance. We didn't do a ton of back bending today. So just balancing out with a gentle back bend. Tone your glutes without splaying your knees. So the inner thighs stay a little heavy, but the outer glutes lift up. Hip points lift up. Yeah, that's it. Okay, slowly release your hands. If you've got them clasped, lower your hips. Good, and then just take one final cool down pose here. Do a happy baby pose or a twist or anything that helps you or nervous system just settle. Anything you feel would help balance out your body, and your energy, and your practice this morning. You have a second side to do. Find your second side. Then find your way to Shavasana. Separate your feet, your hands. Let your feet turn out, let your palms turn up. Let your body relax deeply, softening toes, feet, calves, knees. Relax pelvis, hips, shoulders. Relax your face, your eyes, your jaw, your tongue. Draw your awareness inwards to where the wisdom that flows from the universe to you, in every form that it comes, is flowing into you here.
Just open up to that flow. Gently now, let your breath deepen. Allow your body to stretch, move, reawaken any way that feels good to you. As you're ready, make your way to your side, all the way to seated. A comfortable, steady seat. You know that saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Sometimes it's not in the form that we expect. Sometimes that teacher appears in the form of a kindly, older, generous person. Sometimes it's a good friend. Sometimes it's a terrible boss. Sometimes it's a natural disaster, a diagnosis, any number of things that flow uh, into our awareness, into our experience. And if we are choosing to see it all as a lesson, as a just something that has come to us for our own awakening and our own deepening, then whatever comes, we welcome it. Bring your hands together at your heart. Let us take this last moment to honor the teachers, the mentors, those who have come into our lives and have helped to guide us. As we chant this last Om, just send a blessing to them on your breath. Namaste. Thank you all. Thanks for being my teacher and showing up every week and practicing together. Have a great day.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.